welcome to Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Tonight should be a good one, Brock, because we honor John Madden with our Thanksgiving celebration series between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. Marvin Mims now to return it. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Shotgun snap to Nix. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Completed over the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Nix, quick out wide, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. Shoots away from one. And he is down to the 30-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. Nix from the gun. And down he goes. Raiders got him. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Throw finds his back. Harvey. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
It's a gain of 16
It's a great
yards.
pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Here's Harvey running from the zone read. He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up 2nd down. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Harvey once more. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. They're on the road, but still favored coming into this one. And they quickly made a mockery of that home field advantage, Brock, with an opening drive TD.
Just kind of playing like a team, right? That just knows it. They believe in themselves. They've got that athletic arrogance and confidence coming into this building, they can't wait to take the home crowd right out of it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Dylan Laube on the return. And he spins right by him. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Slot receivers headed left. Right to the air with Smith. That's complete to the back, Ashton Jeanty. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Play action. Here's Smith. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And they're going to run for the first time now with the rookie from Boise State. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And go play fake here with Smith. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. On 3rd down, Jeanty. And they only get a couple when they needed a good bit more, Brock. That's going to make it 4th down.
At the 40-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? So this one flies out right around the 15-yard line. Well, Brock, this game, like all of our games this week, one piece of our John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. A way that the NFL and all of us here at EA Sports honor a legendary figure in the history of this game on a holiday he held dear. So for Brock, myself, everybody on our great EA Sports crew, hope you had an excellent Thanksgiving, everybody, and a great weekend of football. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27. Well, the good part is he did bring that play to a stop. Unfortunately, looks like he got banged up on the tackle. He's in some discomfort out there. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Here's Nix. He takes it himself.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the next, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
2nd and 3 now. Throwing here, Nix. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
2nd down, give to Harvey. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with Harvey. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Gets it downfield on target to Sutton. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
Throw left side, complete. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
No gain on the play.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it.
At the 14-yard line.
They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. They give up the middle to Harvey. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throw here, 3rd down. He's making a bid for it. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Harvey is in. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game.
Kate, 2 offensive possessions, 2 offensive touchdowns, but even sweeter than that is 2 rushing touchdowns. You are setting a tone and a mindset, and this defense, well, they better regroup.
Point after try is good by lots. And the Broncos drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Raiders nothing.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Zamir White on the return. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. First play is going to be a give to Jeanty. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with first and 10. Thornton in motion right. Smith on first down. Got a man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They gain 11 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Brings in the lob pass. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Offense is set. First and 10. Shotgun give here to Jeanty. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. Right? I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a one-score game in the first half. Tyler Lockett, the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10. Here's a look for Nix. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Run left side. Harvey. Escapes a defender. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. One back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Giving this to Harvey. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
So first down from the 41. Shotgun snap to Nix. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Caught by his back. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. It's a design boot. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 13-point lead. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Here's White on the return. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Motion man left is Lockett. They give here to the motion man. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Jeanty from the gun. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
On the sneak, it's Smith. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. From the gun, Smith. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Tyler Lockett on that play. And now they face second and long.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Shotgun snap to Smith. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Tried getting it to Tyler Lockett. So they're left facing third and long.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at third and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They've got a man in motion. Here he goes, third and long. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down.
Awareness. That's what I call it, Kate. Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. Third and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. So here comes the Bronco offense. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
New set of downs for them from the 31. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey, who dodged the tackle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Completed over the middle. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Nix, quick out wide, complete. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
14, Cortland Sutton. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 17-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Nix looking to throw. And set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
Running it after the penalty, and he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Catch made. And he's brought down at the line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Third and goal, here's Nix. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away.
For the Broncos.
Laube with the return. Jukes away from one. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. But I believe a Raider covered that one, so they'll luckily hang on to possession.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Still their football, but need to make some progress here, and this is 2nd and long. Blitz coming for Smith. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he'll get it up to the 27. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
Man in motion here. Throwing on 3rd, Smith. Out to his wide out, it's a screen. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Broncos running their offense out once again. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Nix to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
Quarterback and receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead.
Raiders 7.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Laube with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Raiders headed out on offense. Little time remaining in the half. And we'll see if they try to establish some positive momentum here, or if they just choose to head off and lick those wounds. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's White on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out come the Raiders. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd quarter. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. And go play fake here with Smith. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Back to the air. It's Smith. And no luck there. That throw falls to the ground. Ryan getting it to Tyler Lockett. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Smith on 1st down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Smith to the air now. Oh, put some air under this one, right side. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking to throw, Smith. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he ended up time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
And the fair catch secured here at the 16. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Harvey. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds him on the slant. And he'll have it up to around the 23-yard line on the play.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. That's the line. He's going to run for it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Nix now to throw. Space past the 35. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. An excellent game, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. It's Harvey straight ahead. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's Nix. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And this will stick him back a ways. That punt hits and jumps out of bounds near the 14. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap to Smith. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
I am not sure how we didn't see a safety right there. Oh, my gosh. I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and back and was heading right for disaster, but saved himself just a couple yards short.
There's a dive up the middle. And he couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. Third down.
You know, you're not calling that play expecting a foot race to the end zone. You expect to get a few yards and move on. So getting some good yardage on that one right there, well, that's a victory for the offense.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. Here he goes, third and long. It's complete. This is Bowers. And this play's going to come to an end at the 27. So third and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Read option on first down. He's going to keep it. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain, hauling him to the ground.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
This is Jeanty on second. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, Smith to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up second down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on second down. From the gun, Smith. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
Just an incredible, incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
So a really tough spot here. This is third and a country mile. Throwing from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up fourth and long.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Broncos offense all set to go. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. So first and 10 now from the 30. No run. This is Harvey. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Nix looking to throw. And to set up the screen here, it's Harvey. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's got Sutton complete. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Harvey on the carry. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That's a rookie out of Iowa State, Darian Porter on that tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Nix. Outright, and Ingram makes the ground. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
1st and 10, it's Harvey. And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Staying on the ground here with Harvey. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Harvey. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. Now they got to the end zone with that free play partner, so they will, of course, decline the offsides and take those points.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this other than simply splendid?
Going after tries goodbye lots. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again.
42, Raiders 7.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
For the Broncos.
Laube with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Smith. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Second down now, they need 7. Giving this to Jeanty. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
New set of downs from the 37. First and 10 now. Here's Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. They kick the running back in motion. Tucker now in motion right. Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Ball's backed up, now they've got second and 7. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Connects on the crosser. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Vegas first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Now they send them back in motion right. Smith on first down. Oh, put some heat on this deep. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders making the scoreboard look a touch better.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Carlson now to add one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points.
42. Raiders 14.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Harvey now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
They've got first down here from the 36. Harvey once more. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And this is going to be Raiders. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. So here comes the Bronco offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Giving this to Harvey. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for Broncos first down.
16 yards.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Give up the middle to Harvey. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
On the draw, to give to Harvey. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Now Nix on third down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Will Lutz getting the call on fourth down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away.
For the Broncos.
Laube with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Raiders have their offense back out there. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. On first down, here's Smith. Hits him on the out route. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now Smith. It's a screen play to Jeanty. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Smith setting the throw. Along the perimeter he goes, crossing the 45. And he's finally taken down at the 39-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Vegas first down.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
And again, it's Smith. Completed over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Go get him, go get him, go get him!
Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Penalty moves him backwards. Here comes 2nd and 9. Smith's gonna throw again. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Raiders are gonna have a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route.
And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders putting up points in a game decided. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
This is Harvey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Throw here, 3rd down. Gets it to him on the screen. Makes the tackle. And he's taken down at the 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right up the gut. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Back-to-back carries here. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Another carry for him. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. The kick by Lutz is good. And that grows the lead to 27.
inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's White on the return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Smith. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.